Hey guys, Sixtails here, and this is a very different video to what I normally do, since I normally do gameplay videos, and I've recently started talking about stories of, well, TV shows. Not really games, because I kind of wanted to keep that a bit separate, maybe like go into the story a bit, but like not to what I'm about to do. Because I'm not gonna say anything stupid like I solved the FNAF fun time problem. But I do have a theory. So basically, the theory is summed up to the gist of this. William Afton, who created the Funtime animatronics, created them earlier in the timeline than, well, what we really expect. But he did not intend for them to scoop kids originally. So I think he then changed the design after learning about Remnant so that they would be made to be able to scoop kids. Because when you watch Matt Pat's video with FNAF, I heard him talking about how, well, that it's not really possible because he didn't have the intention, because it's supposed to scoop kids. That's what it's made for. But what if it wasn't made for that originally? Now, Funtime Freddy, yes, obviously was made for that. But as far as we can tell, he's the only one that can actually scoop kids. Now, I say that knowing full well that Baby does indeed scoop a kid. So, here's my theory. What if Baby scooping Elizabeth Afton was a complete accident? Now, I don't know if this is true or not. I said this on the Game Theory subreddit, and someone immediately came in and clapped my cheeks, going, "We have no proof it was an accident," which is true. The intro to FNAF Sister Location about Baby having interesting design choices goes against it. The blueprint, which I'm going to get to in a second, and William wanting Elizabeth to stay away from Baby are there for a reason, which is true, which is fair. Except for the blueprint, because I heard that. I heard him say that, and I was like, I forgot the blueprints existed. So I went and checked the blueprints for Funtime Freddy. Now, as you can see, he has a kid inside him. You can see the shape, you can see the shoes, you can see the legs, you can see that he has a clear child inside of him in his blueprints, which is fucking weird to begin with. However, if you look at the side part where it says A, proximity sensor, grouping coordination, B, parental tracking / 360 pivot, C, voice mimicking and luring, and D, storage tank. Now, let's go look at Babies, the other known scooper of the group. Well, air hose attachment. Okay. Internal ice cream dispenser. Okay. Song data bank. Okay. And an emergency stop. Huh. Maybe he learned his lesson and put an emergency stop system in. So here is my wild whack-ass theory that has no basis, stands on nothing. It was something I just thought of recently, and I haven't put any effort or thought into it. Baby was not supposed to take Elizabeth Afton. She was not even supposed to scoop. Now, if you watch the cartoon thing, which I do have here, if you go back a little bit, you see the ice cream on the floor. You see Elizabeth Afton walk up to it. Whoops, that was too far. And then you see when she, well, gets close enough or goes to grab it, she gets scooped, right? So, my reply to this man was, my problem with the blueprint is It's different to Freddy's. You see the child, but it doesn't say anything about the scooping or storage feature, unlike Freddy with the storage. The reason to stay away is fair, and the same thing with the interesting design choices. However, what I did not mention, since I did say it up there, is what if it was a complete accident? And by that, I mean, what if it was a design flaw? Since Henry is, quote-unquote, the maker, he is the better person at creating these animatronics. What if Baby was created and she had the ice cream machine, the ice cream dispenser, and it popped out like a claw, and it had it there for Baby, or, sorry, Emily, and as Emily grabbed it, it clenched onto her hand, realized that the ice cream had been taken, or her arm, it does clothing, and slowly dragged her into her death. I have no idea if this is correct. This is just probably what I would have done if it was if I created this story, that's what I probably would have done for it. Because making an animatronic that just full up scoops a kid is kind of very fucked up. And I think it fits the FNAF story a bit. The FNAF, not FNAF, the FNAF story, because his story's all over the place, where you have the Funtime animatronics earlier in the timeline, which then leads to one of the animatronics leading Crying Child out of the house. I think it's interesting. I don't know if I doubt it's true, to be honest. But you never know. Anyway, that was just a quick little video. How long did this even go for? 7 minutes. That's really not that long. But that was literally it. It was just a quick little thought that I had on what it could be. Now, the animation obviously sees you see the ice cream dispensed on the floor, not being held, but then it's also a little cartoon, so that might be why. And it says an ice cream dispenser, internal ice cream dispenser. So I'm assuming it would have some way to give it to the kid. So that's why I assumed it was the claw that you see scoop up the kid. A lot of jumps, a lot of conclusions, probably not very accurate, but just something interesting to think about. And how would it affect the story? I have no fucking clue. It could make more sense on why then Henry would then, William would not, why then kill Henry's kid, because the animatronics that he was helping to build got his daughter killed. And he wanted revenge, wanted him to feel how it was to lose a child, even though this loss was his own fault in the original, but in this, it was just a freak accident. Just like with Crying Child. Well, freak accident with that one. We all saw MatPat's theory of how much the bite would be. And yeah, it's not very freak accident, if you ask me. Well, if you guys have anything that you could think of that could disprove this, which you probably do, let's be real, or that could actually help prove it, that would be great. Or something along those lines. Maybe it gets your thoughts jogging a bit. I don't know. I've just been following like the FNAF stuff for so long. So many ideas had come through my head and left. And I finally thought of one, and I thought I should at least try to document it somehow. And I put it on the FNAF theory thing, and I thought, why not just chuck it on my channel for a bit of shits and gigs? Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.